Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Dimas Fauzi from 2SA05. I would like to present my presentation about the Serbian nation. Serbia, or officially the Republic of Serbia, is a landlocked country situated at the crossroads of Central and Southeast Europe in the southern Pannonian Plain and the Central Balkans. It borders Hungary to the north, Romania to the northeast, Bulgaria to the southeast, North Macedonia to the south, Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina to the west, and Montenegro to the southwest. The country claims a border with Albania through the disputed territory of Kosovo. Serbia's population numbers approximately 7 million without Kosovo, or 8.8 million if the territory is included. Its capital, Belgrade, ranks among the largest and oldest cities in southeastern Europe. The meanings of Serbia flag. Serbia's flag is a horizontal tricolor made up of the Pan-Slavic colors: red on the top, blue on the middle, and white on the bottom. Pan-Slavic tricolors were adopted by Slavic-speaking nations in the 19th century. Since the 19th century, various designs and variations of the flag have been adopted, the recent being adopted in November 2010. The history of Serbia's flag dates back to the revolt against the Ottoman rule in 1804, when delegates from Serbia sought help from Russia. Russia offered help on the condition that Serbia's delegation would participate in a parade during the revolt. At the time, Serbia didn't have a flag to identify the country and its army during the parade, but adopted a Russian flag turned upside down. The Ottoman Sultan recognized the Serbian flag officially in 1835. After gaining independence in 1878, the country established a state flag consisting of the red, blue, white tricolor with the Serbian coat of arms. Red on the top, blue on the middle, and white on bottom. These Pan-Slavic colors represent the revolutionary ideas of sovereignty. Red signifies the blood shed during the struggle for freedom. Blue denotes the clear sky, and white signifies dazzling bright light. Serbia's coat of arms includes a principal shield and a smaller red shield, and is placed toward the hoist side of the flag. The main field of the coat of arms represents the Serbian state. It also displays a two-headed white eagle and fleur-de-lis next to each tail, which are considered historic dynastic symbols. The smaller red shield on the eagle represents the nation of Serbia and is divided into 4 equal quarters by a white cross, with a Cyrillic C in each corner. The 4 Cyrillic C's on the shield mean Samo Sloga Serbina Spasava. It means only unity will save the Serbs. A royal crown is featured above the head of the eagle, which was inspired by the crown of the stars of Serbia. Geography. Population in Serbia on 2018 is 6,982 population, and the capital city is Belgrade. Most of the population of Serbia and neighboring Montenegro is of South Slavic origin. Slavic tribes entered the region from the north during the 5th to 17th century CE, encountering Illyrian-speaking peoples. Although the Slavs acculturated large numbers of Illyrians, many of the latter retained their distinctive language and customs in the complex hills and valleys of present-day Albania. Serbia's terrain ranged from fertile plains of northern Vojvodina to limestone ranges and basins in the east and ancient mountains and hills in the southeast. The north is dominated by the Danube River. The Morava River, a tributary of the Danube, flows through the more mountainous southern regions of Serbia. The terrain of central Serbia consists chiefly of hills and low to medium-high mountains interspersed with numerous rivers and creeks. The main communication and development line reaches southeast of Belgrade towards Nice and Skopje. In North Macedonia, along the valley formed by the Great and South Morava rivers, most major cities, as well as the main railroad and highway, are located on around this line. To the east of this line, in an area that is relatively sparsely populated, the terrain rises to the limestone ranges of Stara Planina and the Serbian Carpathians. To the west, mountains slowly rise towards the southwest, but don't form the real ridges. Zlatibor and Kopaonik are the highest mountains of this area. Ethnic groups. The early Serbian homeland was in the vicinity of Serbia's Kopaonik Mountains, including the Kosovo Basin and the region around the ancient capital of Ras. After Ottoman armies overran this region in the 14th century, many Serb families fled to the southern basins and found shelter northward in the hills of Šumadija. Albanian tribal groups then moved into former Serbian settlements. More than 4/5 of the population of Serbia identifies itself as Serb. The principal minorities are Hungarians and Bosniaks. Roma make up a small but distinctive group. Other minorities include Croats, Montenegrins, Bulgarians, and Romanians. Religion of Serbia. The main religion of Serbia is Christian Orthodox. Besides the Christian Orthodox population, there are also other religious communities in Serbia: Islamic, Roman Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, and others. Diversity of religions in Serbia has left through the past centuries their traces as remarkable artistic and cultural masterpieces, erected in the most beautiful areas of Serbia, always impressively respecting each other in harmony. Cultural and religious inheritance of Serbia, wonderfully decorated with all the beauties that celebrate the God's wisdom, make harmonious representation of various versions of on essences that face substantial impacts of integrity they belong, and those deserve special attention of spectators. So, national dance. Typical form of Serbian folk dance is kolo. It is a chain of dancers holding each other's dancing ideally in a circle. After kolo comes lesa, a single chain in a line or in two parallel lines. moving left and right, back and forth. Solo dancing or couple dancing can rarely be seen in central Serbia. It is characteristic of ritual dances. These are very old dances and they are traces of pagan fertility and rain rituals, or they are traces of ancient rituals performed in occasions such as birth, initiations, weddings, or death. Dance and songs are the oldest forms of folk art which have prominent place in people's lives. Numerous important events such as birth, marriage, death, victory in battle, successful hunt, or ritual were accompanied by dance and songs. Traditional clothes. Serbians' traditional clothing, also called a Serbian national costume or Serbian dress, refers to the traditional clothing worn by Serbs living in Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, and the extended Serbian diaspora. Communities in Australia, Bulgaria, Canada, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, North Macedonia, Romania, Russia, Slovenia, US, and etc. Like any traditional dress of a nation or culture, it has been lost to the advent of urbanization and industrialization and the growing market of international clothing trends. The wide range of regional folk customs show influence from historical Austrian, Hungarian, German, Italian, and Ottoman Turkish presence. Nonetheless, the customs are still a pinnacle part of Serbian folk culture. From the 19th century and onwards, Serbs have adopted clothing, Western styled clothing. This change has started in larger settlements such as cities and towns, although it was not uncommon to see rural women in traditional working costumes all the way until the end of President Josip Broz Tito's term. Today, these national customs are only worn by some elderly in rural areas but are most often worn with connection to special events and celebrations, mostly at ethnic festivals, religious and national holidays, weddings, tourist attractions, and by dancing groups who dance the traditional Serbian color or circle dance. Next festival. The first festival is Cinema City Film Festival. Despite its name, Cinema City is more than merely a film festival. This Novi Sad event features more than 150 film screenings and workshops during its 8 days in June. But its opening event is a lively concert at the city's historic Petrovaradin fortress. Film screenings and premieres take place at 4 outdoor and 5 indoor cinemas throughout Novi Sad. Second is Exit Festival. Few of the world's rock concert venues boast as much history as Novi Sad's Petrovaradin fortress, where many of the world's hottest musicians perform each July at the Exit Festival. All 6 of the festival's main arenas are situated within the fortress. This festival, among Eastern Europe's biggest, also features an outdoor cinema, technology zone, and extreme sports arena. The third is Guka Trumpet Festival. Each August, more than 600,000 trumpet fans from around the world make the 3-hour bus journey from Belgrade to Guka. a small Serbian town with a population of 2,000. This annual brass band festival is also sometimes called the Dragicevo Assembly. A few dozen of the world's best brass bands battle it out during the main Sunday competition, but the festival also boasts a Friday opening concert featuring previous winners who perform for brightly dressed folk dancers. Next, tourist destination. The lively university town of Niš, Serbia's third largest city, is a useful stopover point between Belgrade and Sofia or Skopje. It is one of the oldest cities in Europe and the Balkans, dating back to 279 BC. Constantine the Great, founder of Constantinople, was born here. His memorial can be found in the city center. Next, erosion is responsible for one of Serbia's most majestic rock formations. It's called Devil's Town, which got its name from the strange rock shapes. Local legend says the rocks are members of a wedding party petrified by the devil's extremely acidic water, known as Javolja Voda or devil's water, which also contributed to this geologic phenomenon. Located in southern Serbia, Devil's Town is composed of more than 200 unique rock formations that tower over the landscape, which is spread over two valleys on the slopes of Radan Mountain in southern Serbia. The pillars are a work in progress. They collapse and then leave room for new formations to grow. And last is Kopaonik National Park. Kopaonik is the highest mountain in Serbia, becoming a national park in 1981. Rather and scenic, the park is home to Serbia's main ski resort, with 25 lifts that can handle 32,000 skiers an hour. The snow lasts from November to May. It's a great place to hike in the summer with an extensive array of flora and fauna. The mountain also is known for its mineral wealth, with gold, silver, iron, and zinc mined here in the past. The park also sports unique rock formations, many of which have names: hot springs, geysers, and waterfalls. Food and drinks. Serbian cuisine is the traditional cuisine of Serbia, sharing characteristics with the rest of the Balkan nation, especially former Yugoslavia. Historically, Serbian food is characterized by influence of Byzantine, Greek, Mediterranean, but also by Turkish and to a lesser extent of Central Europe. Serbian law bans production and import of generally modified food (GMO), which has caused a long-running dispute with the World Trade Organization, preventing the country from becoming a member of the organization. For a breakfast in Serbia is an early but hearty meal rich in calories and carbohydrates, meant to provide one with enough energy to start the day well. Bread is frequently eaten, served with butter, jam, yogurt, sour cream, or cheese. accompanied by bacon, sausage, salami, eggs, or kajmak. Appetizers. Meze is an assortment of small dishes and appetizers. So, unlike the Middle Eastern meze, it doesn't usually include cooked dishes and is therefore more similar to Italian antipasto. A Serbian meze typically includes slices of cured meats and sausage, cheeses, olives, fresh vegetables, and zimnica. Maize is served either to accompany alcoholic drinks or as a starter before a soup on bigger meals. Soups are eaten as an entry at almost every lunch. They are considered to be very important for good health. There are two types of soups in Serbian cuisine: thin soups called supa and thicker soups with roes or eggs called korba. The main course is most commonly a meat dish. Bes- Besides roasted or barbecue, which is very popular, braising, stewing, and roasting in an oven are the most common cooking methods. For drink, domestic coffee or Serbian coffee is the most commonly consumed non-alcoholic beverage in Serbia. It is mostly prepared at home rather than bought in coffee shops and preferably consumed in the company of friends or family. Slatko, Ratluk, and Raki may be served alongside coffee. For accommodation, hostelry uh, from high price 1,500,000 until 3 million rupiah. For located, there's in 23 Ulika Razveltova, Belgrade, 11,000 Serbia, and the second is for the high price is 1,500,000 until 3,500,000, located in Kniza Mihaila for 554A, Belgrade, 11,000 Serbia. If you want to visit there by plane, you must pay a fee of 20,859,300 rupiah for the highest class or higher price, or $1,401, and for the lowest price is $966 or 14,372,534 rupiah. So this is the video about Serbian nation.
In a land of new beginnings, the past is not forgotten, but the future shines bright. on a canvas of undiscovered nature trails and through its mighty waters, veins of new hope, of growth, of faith, and regeneration, where each local welcomes you with a smile, your new Balkan friend. Days filled with music and toasts of celebration. Nights filled with the beats and the pulse of the city, of the heart of a new Serbia. My Serbia. The land of new beginnings.
Okay, this all my presentation. Sorry if there is a mistake in my pronunciation or presentation. I hope you like it and are interested in learning or knowing everything about Serbia, or maybe interested in holiday after this pandemic period is over. That's it. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.